Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an absolutely fantastic day. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I took a poll recently from you guys, and you guys definitely do want to see UFO and alien stuff. So, my passion, of course, has always been UFOs and aliens. So, today I put together a combination of videos that I think you will like. There's even a whistleblower from Lockheed Martin that I'm pretty sure you may have heard of if you're in the UFO community or watch any of the videos related to UFOs or aliens. But without further ado, everyone, let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy.
This is the video called a Comburgus video, which is a close-up of a craft so close that you can see the occupants. It is 100% real, and I was there as that was filmed.
The whole footage has been analyzed for more scientific work for 2.5 weeks, frame by frame, pixel by pixel, and this is 100% genuine footage.
That's absolutely insane. And apparently this was analyzed by, I guess, professionals, right? And you can see inside the craft an actual alien. Now, this is genuine footage, it says here, right? And I've dug deep into a lot of these videos that I'm about to show you. Some of them might be fake, but I'm just saying, have an open mind when watching these because I tried to find the best examples that I could. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think about this because I thought this was absolutely insane. Anyways. Now, I'm pretty sure you've all seen this footage before, but I guess this guy's flying some sort of Cessna or something like that, and you see this object come really, really close to the plane. Now, in a bit, I'm going to show you, in a couple videos from now, I'm going to show you a clip from Bob Lazar, which hopefully you know, because if you don't, then you're in for a surprise. But anyways, he explains why the crafts are kind of, if you see its tilt formation, it's kind of like this, right? Instead of flat, it's gliding on its belly towards like this. But anyways, that'll be explained further. Look at that. 100% a UFO. It's got the disc shape to it. I mean, this is a really, really good capture. And just keep this image in mind, right? Where it's on its belly like this. Just remember that. Yeah, that's, I mean, you can tell it doesn't look to be moving that fast. Again, I'm no pilot, but this thing, okay, if you haven't seen this before, this is crazy. This thing looks like nothing I have ever seen before. This is incredible. Look at this. What the hell is that? Like, could you say it was a balloon? I don't know. Do balloons get that high unless it's a freaking weather balloon? I mean, come on. Like, this is absolutely insane footage. Look at that. It's got all these weird... Like, I don't even know what shape that is. It's got like, sorry, I just want to talk over the music, but it's got like these pillars on the side or something, and then like it's got a large hole on the bottom. It's so this next clip, it's not UFO in origin, I don't think, but it's just the fact that maybe 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, this was like unheard of technology, was DEWs, direct energy weapons. And we have more and more videos every single day coming out, showing more and more of these technologies being fired. Hawaii, this one, you know, there's a couple of them I have in here that I wanted to show you guys, but just imagine what they could, and these are highly, what am I trying to say here? Highly concentrated laser beams, basically, right? Direct energy weapons, and they are very precise. And yes, they could start fires, and they could do much more than that. So if you look it up, even if you go on Google and you type in direct energy weapons or even DEW, Lockheed Martin comes up, and they even have like a selling point for this, like, oh, buy our direct energy weapons, put on your ships and planes. And so this technology is already here. And it has been for quite some time. But anyways, let's get into the clip. Look at this. What the hell?
This was captured outside of a man's house from Texas on a Ring camera, catching something pretty extraordinary of a supposed alien craft which caused bright lights that lit up the whole entire street.
So this clip, briefly, right, slowed down completely, shows it looks like an object, like a UFO, basically. But I'll let you guys be the judge because it's really quick and it's on a security camera. Could it be something else? Yes, but I'll let you guys be the judge of this one. I mean, it's off of, it looks like what, a Ring doorbell camera. Anyways, I'll play the clip and you guys let me know what you think.
Could this be some type of alien abduction or possible lens flare, glitch? Let me know your thoughts and comment below.
Look at that.
Pause it on that. Yo.
Lit up the whole street.
Yeah.
Look how big this thing is.
Yo.
I mean, see, like they're saying, look how big it is. That could probably be huge depending on how, far away that is from the camera. But if this is in fact a craft, like, you got to remember, this is alien technology. And I heard somewhere, if I could find a reference to it, I will put it in the video. But I believe in some sort of whistleblower documentary I was watching was the aliens travel from their planet, which is like millions and millions and millions of light years away. Okay. And even if they went the speed of light, it would take, like, let's say if they're 3 light years away, it would take them 3 years to get here if they traveled the speed of light. So apparently they can get here, and I'm talking like outside of our galaxy they are, which is, I don't know how many light years. I'm not that big of a science buff to know that, but I know that it was like something insane, like 40 minutes was like, and they're like 60,000 light years away. So just put that into perspective. Crazy.
A reactionless craft.
Now pay attention to this, please. This is Bob Lazar explaining how these crafts work, these UFOs work. So if you don't know who Bob Lazar is, he's worked at Area 51 S4, and he worked on the propulsion systems, and then he came out in the 1980s and basically exposed the government and what they were doing and what he worked on. So I'll play the clip. And remember, keep in mind that craft I told you on its belly, right? So
it's a field propulsion craft. And what it does is it creates a distortion in space and time in front of it, where space actually bends. It's just technology that doesn't exist yet. I mean, you're talking about science doesn't even know what gravity is, much less how to produce it or control it. And here is a device that's producing it and controlling it. Put a bowling ball in the middle of your bed, and then a foot in front of it, take your fist and push down on the mattress. The bowling ball will roll towards it. And that's exactly how the craft works. It creates a distortion right in front of it, and the craft falls forward.
So there's a different physics that we're not...
Well, the science that explains how the technology works. I mean, it's all encompassed as one thing, alien technology and science.
What's the message of your story?
The big thing is the suppression of extremely advanced technology.
Yeah.
And the suppression of unknown science. That's it.
Always a huge fan of Bob Lazar's and what he's come out and said to the world. And he has a documentary. He's been on several talk shows. I mean, he's explained pretty much everything. There's a video from like the I think it's 89, I think, and I have it, and I will feature it one day in one of the videos coming up because it's a long video, so I might have to shorten it down to get to the key points of it, but he explains everything, the science of it, how it works, stuff like that I thought was very interesting. Anyways, this next clip, this guy, his name's Boyd Bushman, and he worked at Lockheed Martin as the aerospace engineer, and he apparently has all these photos and all this evidence of alien technology that he says he's worked on. And Lockheed is also known in the UFO community for having tons of conspiracy theories behind it, reverse engineering UFO crafts and all this stuff. So listen to this guy's story. It's a bit long, but if you want to see certain parts of it, I suggest you watch it all because it's excellent information. But anyways, let's get into the clip.
Rather than they would give me pieces of UFOs and I would come to my laboratories. I had the laboratories of Lockheed and every place else. So I would do that, but I would get pieces of UFOs. For example, I have 3 little pieces of UFOs down underneath the thing that looks like a quartz crystal. Notice that that is my hand, and it is giving weight. It says that it weighs 100 grams. Now, without those 3 items, when I take the UFO material away, notice that the 3 UFO items are gone. But also notice that the weight of the crystal is now 650 grams. The implication here is that if I were to take the pieces of UFO and put them underneath an average man's scale, he would weigh 45 pounds. Basically, they're working in anti-gravity, and therefore our effort is anti-gravity. Now, not only that, but we take these same pieces of items, and I go to a standard voltmeter, and notice that in my voltmeter, I am getting a total voltage of 249 volts out of 1 rock.
Just for comparison, that's more than your house. If you live in United States, Canada, I believe in United Kingdom or something, it's like 240. And if anyone's from the United Kingdom or Portugal or anything like that, let me know down below. But 249 volts. 120 volts is a regular outlet here in Canada, right? I would like to know how many amps, but there's no way to really measure it unless you put it in series, and I don't know this technology, so I don't know how they... But 249 volts out of nowhere, that's absolutely insane.
One piece of UFO. Not only that, but the team took a piece of UFO and connected it up like this and was able to have a complete laboratory operate for 6 months
Oh, wow.
with heavy equipment. And it goes all the way up to 12 amperes and
12 amps. Okay. A socket in your household. If it's on a branch circuit, 15 amps. 12 amps is quite a bit of amps, okay? That's unbelievable, right?
since you didn't really get this before, here's the foot with the toes joined together. And this is a better view of the same. Now notice also, this is the body of an alien, and where we have 6 ribs that are connected together, they have 3. And the total height is less than 5 feet.
And that's what we typically see, right? Everyone describes these beings as being very, very short. Always.
And they still look like this, not like you and I. Nevertheless, so we're able to obtain voltages and anti-gravity, and anti-gravity appears several ways, which is rather unique enough. Scotty talked about UFOs. I basically said, yeah, I understand, because here is what Area 51 was giving to me since the year 2000 and beyond. Notice it's recent. And we have one triangle, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have one that's 150 feet across, if not larger. And each one of these are separate documentation of UFOs that were photographed and taken across the world from the year 2004. Now, when you actually get what that all means, is a UFO, when it's white on the enemy side, is ready to fly like that. And it's anti-gravity, that's the reason you don't hear anything.
And that's another thing that usually we see in a lot of a lot of UFO videos, when people are filming them on their phones or capturing them wherever, is it's always glowing, right? A green color or some sort of color, it's glowing, and you never hear them because, again, anti-gravity is not an engine. It doesn't produce exhaust, doesn't have any moving parts. From what I've heard from Bob Lazar, and I've watched several of YouTube videos on Boyd Bushman as well. It's very interesting stuff.
But when it's just parked means just floating in air. It could be above your house, like this, and this. This turns out to be the heads-up display that the aliens see of how to go to Area 51 and store their craft. Nevertheless, this is what the craft looked like. That's how they changed power.
Sorry. He said there, if you're reading the translation, because it's a little bit difficult to understand, but he said there's a heads-up display that the aliens see to go to Area 51, which means they fly there. And I've heard this before several times. So crazy.
Power. And notice that here's an egg-like thing, but it's standing on end. only because it has no gravity itself, and that is a piece of UFO germanium. And this little dot is a piece of neodymium magnet, which is above the germanium, and it's floating all by itself. And that again is a UFO. And we don't know why, but the crystal appears to be colored rose, and we can't figure out why yet. Yeah, there's a whole batch of analysis that we're having to do. Alien, side view, front view, top view, line. And that's the power center of palladium in the middle of the craft.
So he said there, the power center of the craft is palladium. I wonder if he means man-made version, because Bob Lazar has claimed element 115 has a lot to do with the anti-gravity part of the propulsion system of these crafts. So I'm just curious if that's actually what he meant, or I wish he would be more descriptive, but hey, I'm glad to be getting this information. Look at that. Rest in peace, Bud. Rest in peace, brother. So that was interesting for sure. You guys let me know what you think about that. But this guy was an engineer, aerospace engineer at Lockheed Martin. So, and he collected quite a lot of evidence and pictures there. And I don't think that's something you'd say unless you're absolutely 100% certain, right? But anyways, this next clip, I've done a lot of research on this next clip, and this clip goes way back to I think it's 1980 or 1990. 1980, I believe, is more of what it was. 1980, and I'll give you the short form of it. He was in the woods, and I believe what happened was there was a creature there, and I think was going to attack him, or maybe he thought I was going to attack him. And what happened was he threw a rock or something. You know what? I can't really remember, because it was quite a long time ago that I looked this up and was into it for a while. But basically, you're going to see this alien body that he dragged back from the forest, and it's bleeding out of its head, right? And remember, this was filmed in like 1980. It could be 1989. I can't remember really, but if it's real, this is absolutely insane. And from what I've watched, this is absolutely, everyone's saying it's real and it cannot be faked, right? CGI wasn't invented and all that stuff. And I believe Hollywood, there was a show that tried to do an expose of this guy, trying to recreate the craft that was found and how it took off in his video, and the alien body. And with Hollywood money, like $60,000 to recreate this dummy, they couldn't do it. So without further ado, here it is. You guys let me know what you think. I thought it was spectacular. Okay. Got it wrapped up in maybe some sort of heat blanket or something. Ugh, gives me chills, man. And if you notice, the alien's obviously not naked. It's wearing something. I will try to add what it had on its arm, and I'll put it right after this clip. It's absolutely freaky what it had on it. Like, it had technology on it. Okay, and it's crazy. That's the eye right there, and notice how it's reflective, right? You can see it's not that tall, maybe 4 to 5 feet. Exactly what Boyd Bushman said. Now, the quality isn't that good, but you'll see him turn. There's one of the eyes there. A little bit hard to see, I know. He's opening his mouth. And that's the where the head got injured from whatever hit it. There's the feet. Or sorry, I think that's the hands, yeah. 3 fingers. Look at that. That's its head. And there's some blood coming out of it or something. And if you listen really closely, I will boost the audio on this. You can actually hear it because it's still alive. You can hear it choking up when he's turning it and moving it, which I feel horrible for if this is real, but you can hear it. Look at that. Well, also, if just saying, I believe someone else mentioned this in one of their videos I was watching, but the neck, right? If I turn my neck like this, the skin kind of stays right flush. It doesn't have any like wrinkles. And in dummies back then, or any sort of fake flesh, right? You'd see it kind of like wrinkle up and crinkle, but you don't see that here. Okay, just pay attention to this. Kind of like natural. Turning the head.
That scream. Well, after a few hours had gone by, and I had called Gary back, and he had calmed me down.
They tried to debunk. Some conspiracy theories show, and this was back, like I said, back then. And they failed. They couldn't replicate. I couldn't find the whole thing. Next time, I'll show you guys a more in detailed video of it, because these are the kind of topics that I'm going to go for. More of the realistic type, right? Ones that I've known have been proven to be real-ish. But anyways, they couldn't debunk it. They couldn't even make a dummy replica to even match that quality back then. So absolutely insane. If I find a decent video of it, the whole thing, I'll put it in the description and I'll link it for you guys. And you guys can go watch the full thing, and I recommend you do. I'll link the conspiracy one and the actual footage that this guy had of the whole situation. It's absolutely insane. This one, I have to like mute that for a second, but this one I thought was pretty realistic. Wherever they're filming this, maybe Area 51, I don't know. But in a few seconds, it kind of gets a little weird. Like, watch its takeoff here. You can watch, particularly around, like, there's, when it takes off, there's some distortion, perhaps around this area. And I don't know if it's actually going to show it here. Yeah, let's see if it shows it. No. See, I don't... This... You can see it more clearly in the beginning. Watch when it takes off, this dust. When it kicks up, you can kind of see it. It's going to be very hard to see, but it's just, it looks so real. Anyways.
Something. Orcs or something.
Aliens? I don't know.
What the heck
Where is that? You see it, right?
I'm actually, yes,
Okay.
I do see it.
Okay.
It's getting weirder by the second.
I know.
It's like they're sticking around.
We're gonna.
And this is on the news, okay? This is on the news. And you have all these, whatever they are, in the sky, right? They look like something, but...
do
Anybody?
digging and figure out what that is. Back in a moment. What is that?
Weird.
You've seen this video. The 9 pillars of light were captured on camera, and this is what the government's not showing us. Just take a look at this.
Again, another direct energy weapon that's being fired.
So this is the actual footage in Japan of when the 9 pillars of light, but nobody knows what this light coming down from the sky is. What is it? What could this be?
So it says here, the internet was abuzz with 9 strange pillars of light that appeared in the night sky above. I'm sorry if I butchered this. Anyone from Japan watching this or anybody else? Tottori, Japan, looking like a scene from a sci-fi movie. On May 11, 2024, Twitter user Mashi posted a photo of the light beams cutting through a cloudy night sky in Japan. The captivating image of luminous sky spectacle were hugely shared online. The otherworldly spectacle that happened in Daisen, a small fishing town near Tottori Prefecture in Japan, made it look like an invasion by aliens. So no one knows what this is, right? And this happened fairly recently. What did I say? May 11th, 2024, right? So not too long ago. Month ago. So that I thought that's absolutely insane, because this is the first time I'm seeing this. And there's a lot more clips that I want to share with you guys, but I don't want to make the videos too long because I want to explain everything that I found out properly that I found out. I'm going to have to do some more research on the other topics. But anyways, I want to say thank you all for stopping by, and thank you guys for voting on the poll. I really appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by and watching the videos. Anyways, until next time, guys, take care and peace.